This is Twit.
This is brought to you today by Thinkst, Canary, our sponsor for this segment on Security Now. Another great security solution. These guys get in. They're in the network. They're wandering around. So what do you do to protect yourself? For one thing, just like this company, often these, once the bad guy gets into your network, you don't know you've been breached. In fact, on average, it takes 91 days for a company that has been breached to find out. 3 months. That's 3 months a hacker can wander your network, install stuff, look for security flaws like that webcam. You don't want them in your network at all. So what's the best way to find out if somebody's in your network, or maybe even a malicious insider going where they shouldn't? The Thinkst Canary. It's a honeypot that can be deployed in minutes, and it can impersonate anything. A SCADA device, a server, a Linux box, an IAS server. I mean, really, there's dozens and dozens of personalities. And these things, by the way, the folks who do the Thinkst Canary are very accomplished white hat hackers. I mean, they teach governments and businesses how to breach networks. They know about this stuff. And they've created something that is very secure, rock solid, but can easily impersonate anything else. And when I say impersonate, it's a perfect impersonation. I have a Thinkst Canary that is impersonating a Synology NAS, and it's down to the MAC address. Bad guys aren't going to look at it and go, oh, yeah, that's fake. It looks like, in every respect, like a unprotected NAS, including the DSM-7 login and everything. But as soon as... Oh, the other thing I think Canary can do, I should mention, this is really cool. Not only are they hardware devices that can assume any personality easily, they can also create files that are like tripwires you can put out through your network. They look like spreadsheets or PDFs or docxs or whatever you want. I have spreadsheets that are called employee information, things like that on my network, XSLX files. And that's another thing. A bad guy goes, oh, I've been looking for that. But the minute they touch it, the minute they attack the Synology and try to log in, the minute they try to brute force my fake SSH server, that's a Thinkst Canary, and they're going to immediately tell you you have a problem. No false alerts, just alerts that tell you there's something going on. We've had a Thinkst Canary for many years now. They've been with us for 8 years. I mean, only once has it gone off. Although I'm really glad to have one even in my home network here. And that was when Megan got, I won't name the name of the company, but got an external USB drive. And it, for some reason, decided, I'm going to go out and look for all the IP addresses and see what's on the other side. They were spying on us, basically. And I got the alert. You can get it as a text message, an email, Slack, syslog. It supports webhooks, so they have an API. I mean, any way you want it. Immediately, I got the message. I said, it's a 10 dot. It's inside the network, and I went and I found it. I ripped it from the wall, and that was that. It's the other thing. It's really fun to choose the profile for your Thinkst Canary device because it can be anything. You could change. It's so easy to change. You could change it every day if you want. You pick the profile, register it with a hosted console for monitoring and notifications, and then you just go, okay, I'm done. Then you wait. Attackers who breached your network, malicious insiders, other adversaries, they cannot resist. They may say, I'm going to find a webcam that has Linux running on it. Maybe they're going to do that. But before they do that, they're going to go, but first, let's open this Excel spreadsheet with all the employees' social security numbers on it. I think I want to download that sucker, right? Even in this attack you talked about, they didn't go for the webcam first. So the minute they hit your Thinkst Canary, you're going to know. And that's the key, is to know they're in the network. Now, we just have one here. A small operation might have a handful. A bank might have hundreds. It really depends on your operation. But as an example, go to canary.tools/twit. $7,500 a year will get you 5 of them. That's enough for a pretty good-sized business. Spread them around. You want them in every segment, right? On every VLAN. You want them in the places the bad guys are going to go. For that money, you get Thinkst Canaries, but you also get your own hosted console. You get upgrades. You get support. You get maintenance. This is such a good security solution. Of course, it's not the whole thing. Security is a layer thing, but you got to have that layer that tells you there's somebody in the network. By the way, if you use the offer code TWIT, TWIT, in the How Did You Hear About Us box, 10% off the Thinkst Canary, not just for the first year, for forever, for as long as you own it. Also, if you're at all, like, well, I don't know. Or the boss says, well, I don't know. Here's the thing to tell the boss. There's a 2-month money-back guarantee, 60-day money-back guarantee for a full refund. I have to tell you, in all the years, 8 years now that Twit has been doing these ads, partnered with Thinkst Canary, we've mentioned the refund. No one has ever claimed it. Because once you get it, once you see it, first of all, you fall in love with it. It's so cool. All you have to do is go to canary.tools/love and you'll see what I mean. It's such a great idea. But also because it works. It does exactly what I just told you, exactly what I said. It's exactly what you need. Visit canary.tools/twit. Don't forget to use twit as the offer code. Put it in the how did you hear about us box. Just say twit. Bing. Bingo, bango, bongo, 10% off. I think this is the greatest solution. I love this. I remember when we talked to, I think it was Steve Bellovin, right, in Boston, Steve, at our event, LastPass event. Steve wrote the first commonly known honeypot. He wrote that book about In Search of the Wild Hacker, or the Wily Hacker, and along with Bruce Cheswick. Oh, maybe it was Cheswick. I think it was Cheswick, actually.
Yeah.
And he said, This was really hard to write a good honeypot. Now you don't have to. You just plug it in. Canary.tools/twit. We thank them very much for their support of Security Now.